Welcome to the Bread Kitchen. Last time I made some delicious brioche rolls and a few people asked me if I could show them how to make a gluten-free version. Well, today I'm going to make gluten-free brioche rolls. To 200 grams of lukewarm water add 2 teaspoons of dried yeast and 2 teaspoons of sugar. Mix well, then leave for 10 minutes for the yeast to start working. Now in this bowl I've got 500 grams of a gluten-free flour mix, 2 teaspoons of xanthan gum, a teaspoon of salt and 3 teaspoons of sugar. Now for my gluten-free flour I'm using a commercially available brand that includes brown rice flour, potato starch and tapioca flour. But of course you can make your own gluten-free mix if you prefer. I'll make a little well in the centre, pour in the frothy yeast water mix, 3 beaten eggs and 100 grams of butter which has been melted and then allowed to cool a little, so it's about body heat. Now mix all this together. Then you need to mix this well until it's nice and smooth. Now I've switched to a scraper to mix this, and for those of you who can remember it, it's a bit like mixing polyfiller. And what you should end up with is a nice smooth dough that is just the tiniest bit sticky. Now divide the dough into 12 equal pieces. You should have about a kilogram of dough. That's going to mean just over 80 grams per dollop. That's one. Let's put that to one side. Carry on with the rest. So here are my 12 balls of the dough. Now you should be able to pick them up and with dry hands very lightly touch them, and you should be able to roll them into a ball, again handling them very lightly so that it doesn't stick to your hands or your fingers. Now you can either put these in a muffin tin or I'm going to stick mine on a baking tray. Now I've greased the tray slightly, I've put the dollops of dough on and I'm just going to press them down a little. Then I'll pop them into a nice big plastic bag and I'm going to leave them at room temperature until they've about doubled in size. These have risen well, so I'm just going to brush them with some milk. Then I'll bake at 175 fan oven, 190 normal oven for 18 to 20 minutes. And here they are, fresh out of the oven. Now leave them to cool on a wire rack. They have that lovely buttery smell of brioche, so let's have a look at the texture inside. There's nice. You know, sometimes it's hard to believe that gluten-free can taste so good, but these really are delicious. I hope you enjoy making your gluten-free brioche rolls, and do join me next time in the Bread Kitchen.